Hey, good morning, Empowered Tribe. It's me again, and I am looking forward to share with you today's reflection from the Book of Awakening from by Mark Nepo. And let's go ahead and start with today's reflection. I'm going to read to you. Today's reflection is called A Silent Teacher. Only when I stop collecting evidence do the stones begin to speak. I want to speak to something very dear and obvious that has taken me my whole life to truly learn. We have touched on it elsewhere. More than knowledge, which I believe in, it involves knowing. I have always been a reader. The worlds opened by honest voices throughout the ages have saved me from confusion and loneliness time and time again. I have also spent roughly 40 of my 49 years in school, either as a student or a teacher. Not by chance, however, the classroom has enlarged over time to the living of life itself, and the teaching has involved less and less instructing and more the asking of simple things, the secret of their simplicity. But what I really want to say is that astonishingly, the reward for truth, after all this way, is not justice or knowledge or expertise, though these things may happen, but joy and the reward for kindness is not goodness or being thought well of or even having kindness returned, though these things may happen too. No, the reward for kindness as well is joy. After the hard years of getting a doctorate, after studying on my own hundreds of sacred texts from so many different paths, I have learned that the blessing for experiencing oneness is not the strength of clarity that arrives with it, but more deeply a peace from dividedness. Whether resting in a hospital bed when the pain has stopped, or waking in my lover's arm as her fingers ease the worry from my head, or falling asleep with the words of someone long dead laying open on my lap, the bareness of truth and compassion is the same. It returns me to a simple, if rare moment in which thinking and feeling and knowing and being are all the same. It is this enlivening moment, so hard to find and so elusive to hold, that is my silent teacher. So this is today's reflection. I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts, especially this sentence here. It says, where is it here? That returns to me to a simple, if rare moment in which thinking and feeling and knowing and being are all the same. So I think this is actually Mark Nepo obviously talking about himself and how he's searching for his own truth. And for me, I mean, I truly agree that life is our greatest teacher. And I think there's nowhere in school. I mean, I've been to school, and school hasn't really taught you about life, really, right? It's really instructions about subjects, but there is never really a subject about life. You know, I learn most about life through my own experiences, the good, the bad, and I think it depends on the choices we make in that moment, and there is that learning from it. And truly, life is our silent teacher. And I think I'm here today because of my past experiences, just like life has brought you to where you are today as well. And I think sometimes we go through life without realizing what life is trying to teach us. And so some of us who are, empaths, HSP, people who are going through trauma and abuse recovery, um, sometimes we feel kind of stuck in that cycle of feeling negative about our life, and sometimes even victimized by life, right? Because not everything is a choice. Just like, some of us don't grow up in a family like myself that is completely whole. And depending on, even economic social status, it's not of all of us are born into wealth, right? And so we all go through different paths, and even someone who is really wealthy do not necessarily feel whole within themselves. There really isn't a um, definite path to happiness. Let's put it that way, right? Happiness is defined a certain way for me, by me, and it's going to be a different definition for you. Some people's definition of happiness is simplicity in life, which is kind of what I'm striving for now. And some people's definition of happiness is accumulation of things and wealth. But through my own spiritual journey, I find that less is more, right? It's like here we are thinking that going through to the next career path is going to bring us joy, it's going to bring us success, fulfillment, peace, contentment. And it seems like, for me anyway, as I grow in my journey, that is not necessarily true, because with that it comes with a lot of stress, baggage, um, unnecessary worry. And to me, that weighs me down, and so that's why I'm looking at more a simple life, where less accumulation, more mindfulness, more being in the moment. um, and I think life is a good silent teacher, where our perspective change based on what's happening to us and what's happening to you. And if we were to shift our mindset for a moment and really think about where we are at today, especially for people who do experience, you know, trauma or abuse, or just some really unfortunate circumstances in our life, that going in circle, that cycle, which I have been there, it's very hard to get out of, because that's all you see, right? That's all you experience, and you feel like you're constantly living in the past and unable to move forward. But remember, life is our silent teacher. It's here to teach us something. And if you know, or if you notice, people go through cycles because we are a creature of habit, right? We like what's comfortable. We go for what is familiar, and that's not necessarily what's best for us. And so we go through, which I believe, this cycle of repeating itself. You might be in a string of bad relationships, right? And we cannot continue to blame. And I'm just using this as an example, that you picked the wrong person, right? This person is just not right for me. This person is just not right for me. This person is just not right for me. Well, at some point you have to really look at yourself as, why do I pick this person? Why do I pick the same kind of person to be a partner? And maybe that's what life is teaching us, that we need to make a different choice for a different outcome, right? And it's hard to get out of that routine of comfortableness because it's familiar. And so that's what this is about, is how can we get out of our comfort zone, stop the cycle, be in control of your mind, your decisions, your choices, or even a different action that you can be taking to make to create a different outcome. And I think just take a step back and really look at some of the themes and patterns in our life. Just bring awareness to just who we are in general. And like I said, life is a new beginning every single day. I think as I grow older, I appreciate the fact that I'm able to wake up and be alive. That in itself is a blessing. How many of us take for granted about that? All we can think about is, dang, I have to go to school right now, I have to go to work right now, I have to pay my bills right now, I have to, all the things that we don't like, we think about. But life is a gift in itself. Just being able to wake up, to breathe, to live, it's a blessing. So maybe we can take ourselves off of that negative space and put ourselves in where we can think about, what can I do to make today meaningful? It could be doing something nice for somebody. It could be making a different choice today to be happy. I would say good things don't come naturally, right? People don't just people who are rich and wealthy and accomplished, and you know, as much as we think that maybe it falls in their lap, it's so easy. They make it look so easy, but it comes with work. It's a choice that they make. People who are sick, and the choice they make to move forward, move on with their day, knowing their diagnosis, right? It's all a choice that we make. And if you're healthy, you're whole, you are alive today, how about really absorbing what life has to teach you and make a decision to change the theme in your life if there is a negative theme. And I think that we all can look at our lives and really think about just the different patterns that we're prone to that prone to exist for us, and really think about why is that so. Be an observer of your life. Be an observer of yourself. I think self mastery is really the ultimate um, it's the ultimate journey, right? We are ever evolving creatures. When I was 17, um, it's different than me now approaching 40, right? My mentality is different, my body is different, my mindset is different, and that means that we evolve too as people, and so we continue to discover who we are, and we continue to learn about ourselves. And it's never too late to make a change, and it's never too late to get off that rut, and it's never too late to get unstuck. And just wanted to let you know that I'm here to help you. That's what I'm here to do, to really help you out of that stuckness and to enter into your personal power. I'm offering this intuitive transformational coaching that is tailored specially to you. We are all on different journeys. We are all enlightened in different ways, and there is no right or wrong. But sometimes you just need a little bit of help. You just need a little bit of perspective. You just need someone who has been there to help you through, to give you that support. Because ultimately, I do not have an answer for you. The answer is within yourself all along. That gut feeling that you know about something, the decision that you make already, how it's going to be, it's really the fulfillment of what you have decided in yourself. So let me help. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling you're not able to bypass your stuckness because of trauma, because of abuse, because of your gifts that you don't even know you have yet, but it's in you all along. I'm here to help, and I'm here to support you. Feel free to go to my website, www.herempoweredlife.com, and book a discovery session with me. That's where we get to know each other, and for me to really understand your life story, and to see. And sometimes we have trouble identifying the themes in our life, right? Many times with my clients, I'm able to just, through moments of speaking with them, talking to them, understanding about the trend, their life, I'm able to pick up stuff right away around like why they're stuck, what are some of the themes that I'm hearing. But many times we fail to listen, um, or to understand why these things happen. And unfortunately, sometimes we create our own issues and our own problems, and we get in the way of our own success. And so this can stop today. It's a new day. Make a new decision. Make a choice, and get some help if you need it. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think that that in itself is empowerment. If you yourself taking control of your life, making a new decision, and creating a new path is your birthright. You can do it, and I'm here to help you 100% of the way. So please take some time, come talk to me. I would love to help you. I've been there. I'm not saying that I'm free of all of that, right? I'm still ever evolving. I'm still continuing to grow in my journey, but I have had my fair share of realizations of my own self sabotage, um, tendencies uh, that I'm like, why do I even do that? And we all do. We are all guilty of it. So let me help you. Let's make a change for a new beginning, and it starts now. There's no better time than right now. And let's look back and look at our silent teacher of life. Let's look at the themes. Let's look at the behaviors. Let's look at our self sabotaging tendencies, and let's take control and make a change. And that comes with just 1 second of decision making, and only you have the ability to make that decision. Well, I hope this message serves you. I hope that whatever I said resonated with you, speaks to you. If there is a tugging and a pulling in your heart, don't disregard that. It's telling you something, and all you need to do is make that 1 second decision, and you are just on your way to success. All right, Her Empowered Tribe, I love you. I hope this serves you, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Bye now.